Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half. And to the stage, the fabulous Mr. Jonathan Wyatt and his big band. Can I have a big introduction? Can I have a big introduction for this? A really big introduction. Yes, yes, that's it. You got it. Cromer, that's it. West Runton. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who would make me be true. make me feel blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross, try to be boss, they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all of your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, a wonderful you. It had to be you. It had to be you. Fantastic. Harry Connick Children. It's always lovely to do one of those. Always lovely to do one of those. And have you all had a nice intermission? Did you all got in and out all right? There's always a queue, isn't there? A near queue, and then there's a far, and that's always getting into the ladies, isn't it? Yes. Did you have that trouble, Jack? I whipped round the back because there's all these boys here and there. We've got one toilet round here, and oh my word! I mean, some of them have just gone straight behind the lifeboat shed, and I rushed up and got in there early. As soon as I came off, I went straight into the ladies when there was no one about. You see, all the traps were open. There was no one in there. No one in there. I came out just as you were coming in. This woman said to me, she said, "Excuse me, this is for ladies only." I said, "So is this, love, but I have to pass a little water through it now and again." Anyway, so the intermission went well. Have they still got any mince pies left over? I'm just wondering that, because they keep over Christmas they're in and out of that oven, I tell you. In and out of the freezer, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, well, I'll put me 1970s jacket on. Look, this is plum. Look at this, what do you think to this? Look, you can touch me. Look, that's felt. That's felt, yes, that's a joke. Yeah. Sit down, yeah. And so we're going to sing you a 1970s number now, which is, we always love doing this one, and often people join in. Yes, you still on ice creams down there? Are they nice? Oh, lovely. I didn't get one myself. I just had a little chomp on a banana because I had my lunch early, didn't I? Yeah. And, Christ, you're creeping up on me like a cold.
We don't want them to throw the knickers at us this time.
Oh, no, none of that. No. Where'd that come from? Sit down. I do remember it. Yeah, he's on very strong medication, ladies and gentlemen. No, truthfully, he is. He is. Sit down there. He went to the doctors and he said, you're born a bit away. He said, "I want a second opinion." He said, "You're ugly as well." No, I mustn't be rude to this poor man. Come here and we'll tell him. Come here, come on. Truthfully, he did go to the doctors last week, and I will tell you this because the doctor said, if your stomach was on a woman, she'd be pregnant. And what did you say?
I was 6 months ago, and she is.
We've been rehearsing that for about 25 years, and we keep trotting that bugger out, and he's getting it right.
And they laughed.
They did laugh, which is good.
Me?
Yeah. At you?
For me, yeah.
Oh, sit down and sort this out. So if you feel like joining in, don't, because that will spoil it. This is an Andy Williams classic, and we love doing this one, and we want you all to join in at the end as well. Come on, you'll all know it. It's just like the record, isn't it? You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel like I feel, and I thank God that it's real, you're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. And that was the 1970s, wasn't it? See? Oh, yes, yes, that's what it's all about. I remember we went to one of these 1970s parties. Now, I'm only saying that because where I live, and in Upper Thorpe, that's the posh way of calling that, it just means we're up on a hill. And no, I do, and there's some lovely people live there, but they throw some funny parties. You know what I'm saying? You know they used to say if there's pampas grass in the front garden? What are you laughing for, love? Do you know the significance of that, do you? Yes, yes. That means that you've got to swing as well, I think. Anyway, not you, I don't mean you personally, I'm just saying that one, yes, apparently, but I don't know. But anyway, they used to throw some funny parties, and they threw this 1970s party in my road, and me and my wife, that was when we were first sort of together, and you know, and we went to this do, and oh, it was lovely, that was lovely, but you know, that was prawn cocktail. We did one recently, we had the vicar around, didn't we? We won't talk about that, but we did, and that was nice, but it wasn't quite like that. No, the one I went to when we first got there, oh my goodness me, you've never seen anything like it. They put their keys in a fruit bowl, and The car keys, you know what I'm talking about. They did. And that was like one of them wives. Oh, I've never seen anything like her. Anyway, the lights went out and the women, they choose a set of keys from the party and then you team up with somebody and, oh dear. Well, you can't believe this, girls, but I was the last person to get picked. I know it's hard to believe, and I didn't have this jacket on either. I had me fantastic, me singlet on and everything. I did. Oh, and I was the last person to get picked. Anyway, this woman, she grabbed hold of my hand. Well, we rushed outside and into the car. I'll tell you what, I've never had anything like it before or since. That is true. If sex was snow, she was a blizzard. Honestly, and we're in the car and it's dark outside. This is up in Thorpe, this isn't it? It's dark outside. We already just moved in there a little while and oh dear. Anyway, she started to get a bit amorous. She did. She started running her hand up and down my legs. Calm down, love. And running her hand, she did. Running her hand, oh dear, and all round and everywhere, all round the back of my neck and all through my, oh dear. And then we put a blanket over us and she's got, oh dear, she yanked me towards her, she did. She yanked me like that. And do you know what she said to me? If I'm getting quite excited thinking about it now. She said, "You're very well endowed." I said, "You're pulling my leg." Anyway. That wasn't the end of it. All the windows are steamed up. Anyway, there's a tap, 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 tap on the window. Tap, tap, tap. Of course, we don't have them push-button things. I had to wind the window down. There's a policeman there with his torch like this, and he's shining it in, and he's pointing at us two. He said, "Hello? Hello? Hello?" Norwich police, on the side. He said, "Evening, sir. I just passing and saw a bit of a commotion. I just wondered what was going on." And of course, I'm quick, you know. I am. 2 minutes, but I'm getting quicker. And straight away, I said, "That's all right, officer. That's all right, officer. I was making love to my wife." He said, "I'm ever so sorry, sir. I didn't realise that was your wife." I said, "No, nor did I till you shone your bloody torch in it." That's the sort of thing you get on. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8x12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of the children and all of the names, every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked and no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8x12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Everybody sing, king of the road, king of the road, king of the road. Roger Miller, Dean Martin as well. Great song. Well, it gives me enormous pleasure now to welcome back the lovely Lindsay Ball, darling. Come on, give her a big round of applause. The lovely Lindsay. You left them girls out the back, have you? Darling. Oh, well, that's a good thing.
They will be here shortly.
You're looking lovely, you're all spark. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to touch your busty substances. I was after this. No, I was after this. His wife's one of them. Not one of you. One out there, isn't she? Yeah. We won't talk about it. Now, Lindsay and I have been performing together for many, on an odd occasion, haven't we? We've performed at the Munsley Festival.
We have.
Oh, we have. We don't care. Frettenham Village Hall and the Munsley Festival. I don't care, do I? I just don't care. I tell you. And we asked Lindsay if she'd like to sing this one, so we're going to do this. This is a Frank Sinatra and Nancy.
Frank and Nancy.
Nance and Francie. That's lovely.
Are you Nancy?
I don't know. I can be either way. My mother worried about it for years, to be honest. So she had 3 kids, one of each. A boy, a girl, and a hairdresser. No, come on then. I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. And afterwards we stop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something. Wait a minute. Will you, hang on, stop this. Stop, pay attention now. He keep repeating the lines. You can't see this, but he's standing behind me like a pub singer. So I'll sing, I know. I stand here going, evening with me.
Evening with me.
If you go someplace dancing, there's a chance you won't be leaving with me.
Evening with me.
Something stupid, cause I love you. Right, now sit down and don't interrupt me for Christ's sake.
Fine, sorry.
This poor cow's doing her best and you come out here and we don't want all that, do we?
Shall I just play the trombone? Yeah.
See, oh, good. No, don't do that. He's got all his spit in it. Oh, it's full of slobber. He's ringing it out. Oh, in the dressing room, oh dear, make you gag. Right, now sit down there and...
Right, here we sit.
Sit down there and don't interrupt.
There will be some bacon rolls brought round later.
Will you sit down?
Oh, has he broken the mood?
No, darling, no, just touch me and that'll all come rushing back. Can you feel it? Come on then, we've got to get it right now. Will you get back? On with it, come on! I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. And afterwards we stop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lies you've heard the night before. And though it's true for me it's true and never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make the meaning come true. Evening gets late and I'm alone with you. What do I say? The time is right, the perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the nights so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying soft and stupid like I love you. Shall we dance?
Oh, yes, please.
Can you feel it? The right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the nights so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I love you. I love you. Lindsay Ball, ladies and
Mr.
gentlemen.
Holiday.
Bless you.
You made my evening.
Thank you very much. You made mine too.
Oh, do you all feel romantic now?
Yeah. Right, am I off now?
Well,
We've got to get
unless you
girls
want to
on.
be a moonglow sister.
No, I don't, darling, I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a big round of applause. They're wonderful. A nice big clap. The Moonglow sisters. Come on, girls.
Come on, guys.
Charlotte and Victoria.
Thank you, thank you. You can sing or clap along with this one if you want.
Mister, what you call and what you doing tonight? I hope you're in the mood because I'm feeling just right. House about a corner with a table for two, where the music's mellow and some gay rendezvous. There's no gentlemen in the blue attitude. You got to do some dancing to get in the mood. Sister, what you call and it's a timely idea. Something swing and dealer would be good to my ear. Everybody must agree that dancing has charms. When you have a circle from your love in your arms, stepping out with you will be a sweet interlude. A builder up, but that will put me in the mood. In the mood. That's it, I got it. In the mood. Your ear will spot it. In the mood. Oh, what a hot hit. Be alive and get the job. You got to let out. Hep, hep, hep. Hep like a heifer. Hep, hep, hep. Hot as a pepper. Step, step, step. Step like a stepper, we're mugging, we're hugging, we're in the mood now. Mister, what you call him, all you needed was fun. You can see the wonders that this evening has done. Your feet were so heavy till they hardly could move. Now the light is feathers and you're right in the groove. You were only hungry for some musical food. You're positively, absolutely in the mood. Sister, what you call him, I'm indebted to you. It goes to show what good influence can do. Never felt so happy and so fully alive. Seems the jam and jumping is a powerful jive. Swingaroo has given me a new attitude. My heart is full of rhythm and I'm in the mood. In the mood. In the mood. In the mood. Be alive and get the jive, you got to learn how. Hep, hep, hep. Hep, hep, hep. Step, step, step. We're mugging, and now we're hugging, 'cause we're in the mood.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you're lovely. Thank you very much
Have you
indeed.
played them tonight, Lindsay?
Pardon?
How much have you played the
I
audience?
don't know, but I think we've paid them enough because it worked, didn't it?
Definitely.
Okay, just the right amount. Okay, well, it was lovely to see some of you singing along with that one. And this next one, if you feel like singing along with this one, please don't, because it puts us off, all right? No, you can, but it's got very peculiar and difficult words in it. And it is an Andrew Sisters song. We've absolutely no idea what it's about. The words just don't make any sense at all, but we love it just the same. A little song called Hold Tight.
Choo-choo to Broadway through Cincinnati. Don't get icky with the 1, 2, 3. Life is just so fine on the silent side of the line. Biff! Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Foodly Akizaki wants some seafood, mama. Shrimps and rice, they're very nice. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Foodly Akizaki wants some seafood, mama. lobster stew. I like my tasty bird fish. Ooh. When I come home late at night, I get my favorite dish. Fish. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Foodly Akazaki wants some seafood, mama. Shrimps and rice, they're very nice. Ooh, Yakizaki wants some seafood, mama. Shrimps and rice, they're always very nice. Foodly Yakizaki wants some seafood, mama. Oh, won't you give it to me? 'Cause I ain't happy as can be when the seafood comes to me. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I like oysters, lobster stew. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. When I come home late at night, I get my favorite dish, fish. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Foodly Yakizaki wants some seafood, mama. Shrimps and rice, they're very nice. Hold tight, won't you hold tight, hold tight. Foodly Yakizaki wants seafood, mama. The shrimps and rice are very nice. I like oysters, lobster stew. I like my tasty butter fish, Joe. When I come home late at night, drip, drip, dripping on the window pane. Wash it. Hold tight, da-da-da-da. Hold tight, she wants seafood, oh mama. Shrimp and rice are they're very nice. I like oysters, lobster stew. I like my tasty butter fish. Ooh. When I come home late at night, I get my favorite dish, fish. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Want seafood, oh mama. Shrimpers and rice, oh hold tight.
Thank you. A strange little number for you there. And talking of strange, we'd like to invite back onto the stage.
You cheeky girls, you cheeky girls. Look, I've
Ooh.
been rushing for you all
Doesn't
day.
he look beautiful?
Well, I thought we were all in our
Handsome.
You sit down. Now. Yeah, well, we look all right, don't we? We're
do.
going to do this now. I'm excited, girls. I'm excited. Where am I? Which way am I going? Victoria, what are you doing? Do you not want to stand next to me then, or what? She's
can't
spoken for,
harmonise.
aren't you? Oh, you can't harmonise. Oh no, I don't want to spoil that, darling. No, we've got to do a classic now, another Sinatra classic. This is one that I love doing, and that'll be very interesting. That's what I say. So I'm shuffling bits of paper around now.
Actually, Ollie, we're too afraid to stand next to you in case we can't control ourselves.
Oh, you want to touch me?
Well, yes.
I understand
Yeah.
that. I don't mean I understand it. I mean I want to touch my... No, I don't want... No. That's wrong. That all came out in the wrong way. That one did. All right then. A Frank Sinatra classic. Hope you enjoy it. Let's give it to Mr. Wyatt with these gorgeous girls. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shut down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's life,
That's life.
and it's funny how it may seem. Some people get their kicks stomping on a tree, but I ain't ever gonna let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself lying flat on my face, I just pick Many times I thought of cutting out, my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if there's nothing shaping come this here July, I'm gonna get right on a big bird and then I'll fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself lying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And this there's nothing shaping come this here July. I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die. Ladies and gentlemen, the gorgeous Moonglow sisters!
Thank you. And the gorgeous Mr. Ollie.
Thank you, girls. There you are. Wonderful. What a treat. We love doing that. We can't leave that one out, can we? We can't leave that one out, and that's what it's all about. I've got to give a couple of mentions here. Your parish notices. Now, I've just got to do that. I feel a bit like a vicar. It all comes out at Christmas, doesn't it? Oh, I'm here again at my 10th year this Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. And I know, I can't believe it either. Nigel said they booked me again because they couldn't believe it the first time, or the second, or the third. But it is, and that's a great joy to me. That really is. That's a great joy to me. So, and we really have got some real treats. And don't forget to come here in the summer. There's 2 wonderful, wonderful End of the Pier shows. So do come and see them. I know they were all at meetings yesterday, finalising all the details. So they really have got lots of treats for you. And I've got to give a little mention because I spend all my summer at Galston. And we take our show, me and the boy Nigel Boy Sire, where he's a lovely man. He's a sweetheart, that man. He's a funny man, he really is. And we're here next month for the Crab and Lobster Festival, which is always a great joy to us to come to Cromer and do our act here. But we're also on tour in Hunstanton, so it's a few leaflets for that. That's some afternoons in, July and September. One of them's already sold out, and then I've got this blank bit of paper, which I can't see. Oh, here it is. Oh, and if you like the sounds of the big band, my goodness me, the Glenn Miller Orchestra, the real Glenn Miller Orchestra, are playing on Sunday the 5th of August at Cromer Hall. What about that? Have you been there to Cromer Hall? That's a posh place, isn't it? Isn't it? All that lovely flint building just outside here. I went there last year when they had the Elvis. Did anyone go and see the Elvis? Oh, he was good. He was one of the world famous Elvis Presley in person, because the real one's dead, you know. He's away with the fairies. So was Glenn Miller. Don't talk about it. My mate went on Stars in Their Eyes, and he went on Stars in Their Eyes, and Matthew came down and he said, "Who are you going to be tonight, Arthur?" He said, "Well, Matthew," because he's very tall, "Well, Matthew, tonight I'm going to be the wartime band leader, Glenn Miller." And he went through the mist and the fog, and we've never seen him since. So, and I'm going to be there. I'm comparing, and I might even get to sing a song with them. I mean, these boys are good, and I'm excited. But and of course, last year they had the Elvis Presley, and they had that Chinese. Have you seen him? The Chinese Elvis Presley. Oh, he's ever so good. You shut your eyes, and that is like he's a bit little, but I mean that is like listening to the real. Truthfully, that's like listening to the real thing. His voice is fantastic. The only trouble is, when I worked with him, he came on right at the end for an encore, which we might not get time for today. But he came on for the encore. He said, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing famous Elvis Presley song, Blossom Arsehole." Well, I had to run on there and pull him off. Well, you know, I said, you can't do that. I said, for goodness sake, these people, they don't want to hear that sort of smut and filth. He said, no, very famous Elvis Presley song, Blossom. I said, we heard you the first time. We don't want to. I said, no, I have to finish. So I said, all right. And he started the band up, and they all started, and he went, "Oh, well, bless my soul." Anyway, now don't clap for that, for goodness sake. I just had to do it. That's his fault. So anyway, that's got to be a real treat. So we're going to be there. Right. Well, what we got to do now? Oh, I've got a treat for you now. I've been saving myself for this very moment because we're going to sing a song now for one of my neighbours, and this is true because this is very, very special, and we've got somebody very, very special to come and play it for us. My dear friend and musical director, a big round of applause as we welcome to the stage Sir Nigel Hogg, ladies and gentlemen. Nigel Hogg! Oh, you're there already. You crept up, didn't you? He crept up. I was looking and we're going to shove a camera over his shoulder and film this. He's a marvellous man, you know. He's been very busy and he always plays me. He's normally sit down there and I keep looking down there and I can't see him. That's because you're up there, Nigel. And he is a sweetheart and he's played been my dear friend for many years and always looks after the summer season and it is very special because he's coming here to be interviewed, ladies and gentlemen. He's been interviewed when they have the Antiques Roadshow coming here. I know, they took one look at him and they thought, he's got Queen Anne legs and a bold front, but he's a real sweetheart. The key is going up by the second. The key's going up by the second. All right, I'm just going to shift this out of the way because you don't want to see... Oh, no, I'm not. I'll just leave it there. Look, I've got to put it out there and take it away with you. We're going to sing a little song for you now, which we sang one Christmas. And I asked Nigel if he wouldn't mind coming and playing for us as he was here this afternoon, and I hope you'll enjoy this. And I'm going to play this for my dear friends Jean and Hayden Morris. They're in here this evening, and that's his big birthday soon, and that's not 70 or 80. But he is an absolute sweetheart. He's from Welsh Wales, this man. Well, they both are. You both are from Welsh Wales. They're Welsh, and they're lovely people, and they are some of our dearest friends, and we love them. And so I'm going to sing this one especially for you. They've been brought here this evening by our neighbours as a treat for his birthday. And we are the folks that live on the hill, aren't we, Hayden? We are. And so I'm going to sing this for you. And as a Peggy Lee song, it's a beautiful song. And played, as ever, by my dear friend Sir Nigel Hogg. Thank you, Nigel, darling. Someday we'll build a home on a hilltop high, you and I, shiny and new, a cottage which two can fill. And we'll be pleased to be called the folks who live on the hill. Someday we will be adding a wing or two, a thing or two. We will make changes as any family will. And we will always be called the folks who live on the hill. Our veranda will command a view of meadows green, the sort of view that simply wants to be seen. And when the kids grow up and leave us, we'll sit and look at that same old view, just we two, Darby and Joan, who used to be Jack and Jill. And we will always be called the folks who live on the hill. Our veranda will command a view of meadows green, the sort of view that simply wants to be seen. And when the kids grow up and leave us, we'll sit and look at that same old view, just we two, Darby and Joan, who used to be Jack and Jill. And we will always be called what we have always been called. The folks who live on the special thanks to the fabulous Nigel Hogblazer, gentlemen. Bless you, Nigel. Always a treat. Well, it's getting towards the end now. Have you enjoyed yourselves? Good, good. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. We really, really do appreciate it, and it's always a great pleasure. This is my favourite night of the year, I can tell you, and working with these wonderful people, give them a big round of applause. The fabulous boys and girls of the Jonathan Wyatt Big Band. I love this man. All right. We got a special number to give you now. This is a big band classic and favourite, so it's going to be a big round of applause for the fabulous Sing, Sing, Sing! Hey!
gentlemen. Sing, sing, sing. Barry Wilson on the drums. And let's meet the rest of the band just before they all rush off to the bar. Stuart Meldrum on trombone. Tom Harris on trombone. Matthew Dockeray on trombone. The trumpet section, Alain Perrault. McMorris. Robert Dockeray. Will McMorris. John Landemore. Thank you very much. Well, that's it. Have you had a good time? What? Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for, we're going to play our last number now, but please put your hands together for the fantastic Mr. Olly.
I've got your jacket on again, yeah, sorry, I had to, yeah, you're a lovely man. I've got the buttons come undone now, I better just sort myself, just hold that, but don't tell a joke.
I won't tell them, no jokes. My mum, well, bless my mum. No, she doesn't even need glasses, ladies and gentlemen. She drinks straight from the bottle.
She drinks from the bottle? Yeah, now we know why you're a band leader. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. It has been a real treat. Thank you. I know lots of you come from very far away. We do appreciate it. And should we do it all again another time? Yeah. All right, same weekend next year. We'll see you here at the end of the pier. We'll make it a date. Thanks ever so much. You might have seen people wandering about that are doing filming. Thanks ever so much to them. And they've been marvellous. And all our sound people, Nigel Hogg, ladies and gentlemen, give him another big round of applause. Rhett, and Phil and Steve, all the staff here at the Cromer Pier, do come and see something else here. Support this wonderful theatre. That really is a great pleasure to be here. If you do Twitter or Faceache, or if you tweet or twat or whatever they call it, and you've got something nice to say, pop it on there, because it always looks good, and we might put it on the poster next year for a quote, might we? Oh, you're still hovering behind me, aren't we? All right, have a safe journey home. We'll see you again. Oh, the CDs. You've got CDs?
I've got one or two, yes.
Yes, so have I. Got one or two? Yes, that would be marvellous. And us poor entertainers, we could earn a crust, couldn't we? I love you, you know. And go and sit down.
It's going to be small in it.
Calm down, get out of the way. We're doing well, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, from us all, we wish you a good night. On behalf of us all, thanks very much. We'll see you again another time. Let's finish with this. Come on! Start spreading the news. I am leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes, they are longing to stray right to the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm king of the hill and the top of the heap. These little town blues, they are melting away. Start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, they are melting make it there. I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Jonathan Wyatt Big Band! Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. And would you like one more? All right. I need a sip of water. Can I just quickly get a sip of water? Sorry, I've got mince. I think there's
Just talk amongst yourselves.
The shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and he shows them oh so pearly white. Just a jackknife has old MacHeath, dear, and he keeps it way out of sight. You know when that shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows, they begin to spread. Fancy white gloves, though, wears old MacHeath, babe. So there is never, hardly ever, a trace of red. Now on the sidewalk, one Sunday morning, don't you know, there lies a body, and it's oozing life. Someone is sneaking around the corner. Could that someone perhaps perchance be Mac the Knife? Now on a tugboat, down on a river going slow, there's a cement bag and it's dropping on down. Well, the cement is there just for the weight, dear. 5 will get you 10, that old Mac, he is back in town. Now you hear about Louis Miller, he disappeared, babe, after drawing out all of his hard-earned cash. And now Mac he spends just like a sailor. Do you suppose that boy, he did something rash? Now, Jenny Diver, won't Suki Tawdry, Miss Lolly Lenya, and old Lulu Brown. All the line forms from the right bay. Now that Mac, he's back in town. Suki Tawdry, look out for Miss Lolly Lenya and old Lulu Brown. All the line forms on the right bay. Now that Mac he's back in town. He's back in town. Look, old Mac, he is back. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the fabulous Jonathan Wyatt Big Band, the gorgeous Moon Glow Sisters. And and chiefly yourselves. Thanks so much for coming. Safe journey home. We'll see you again another time. From us all, a very, very, very good night. Bless you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Ollie Day.
Thank you. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you. Oh, you're coming on your own? Oh, no, he's here. How are you, darling?
He's the star of the show, this man. I love him. I love him. Gene, give us a kiss, darling.